मणिपुर में राजद्रोह के आरोप में स्थानीय वेब पोर्टल के 2 पत्रकारों को पुलिस ने हिरासत में लेने के बाद रिहा कर दिया है। पाउजेल चाओबा और धीरेन सदोपाम नामक दोनों पत्रकारों पर भड़काऊ लेख लिखने का आरोप है। पुलिस ने इस सिलसिले में दोनों पत्रकारों को हिरासत में लिया था। इसके अलावा पुलिस ने लेखक एम जॉय लुवांग के खिलाफ भी मामला दर्ज किया है। ऑल मणिपुर वर्किंग जर्नलिस्ट यूनियन और एडिटर्स गिल्ड के सदस्यों द्वारा आज सुबह मुख्यमंत्री एन बीरेन सिंह से इस सिलसिले में मुलाकात की गई थी, जिसके बाद दोनों पत्रकारों को रिहा किया गया है। बता दें कि मणिपुर में इससे पहले भी कई पत्रकारों पर राजद्रोह के मामले दर्ज किए गए हैं। ये बड़ी खबर है आज दिन भर की मणिपुर से, जहां 2 पत्रकारों को हिरासत में लेने के बाद उन्हें रिहा कर दिया गया है। स्थानीय वेब पोर्टल के 2 पत्रकारों को पुलिस ने हिरासत में लिया था राजद्रोह के आरोप में और उसके बाद उन्हें रिहा कर दिया। नाम आपको बता दें, पाउजेल चाओबा और धीरेन सदोपाम ये 2 पत्रकार हैं जिन पर भड़काऊ लेख लिखने का आरोप लगाया गया। पुलिस ने इस सिलसिले में दोनों पत्रकारों को पहले हिरासत में लिया और उसके बाद उन्हें रिहा कर दिया है। और इसके अलावा पुलिस ने लेखक एम जॉय लुवांग के खिलाफ भी मामला दर्ज किया है। ऑल मणिपुर वर्किंग जर्नलिस्ट यूनियन और एडिटर्स गिल्ड के सदस्यों द्वारा आज सुबह मुख्यमंत्री एन बीरेन सिंह से मुलाकात की गई थी और उसके बाद पत्रकारों को रिहा कर दिया गया है।
There was no substantial ground why we are being arrested, hence our release. Actually, there was one article which was carried by us in the Frontier Manipur, which said that the revolutionary system now is in a mess, authored by Mr. M Joy Luwang, who was already printed in other papers. But we had carried that news. And afterwards, I feel that the government had a little bit of a issue with that particular article. So we have been detained in the police station since yesterday.
And now you are being released. So we heard about you and also accompanied you and this Dhiren, who is the editor of the Frontier Manipur.
Right.
2 of them are detained.
Yes.
So how far it is true?
He is also being detained, but now we are being released now.
Okay. So what is the condition of release? Is it unconditional release after the negotiation, after the meeting in between the Biren Singh, EGM, Editors Guild Manipur and Namju?
There has been some sort of a agreement in the way that, of course, if the government find it objectionable, and if such that in future articles, we will scrutinize the articles in future. If the government has an objection.
Okay. So now you are now being released. So how you feel? Solidarity being shown by the EGM and Manipur, all Manipur working journalists even?
I feel much thankful to the EGM and our journalist fraternity, especially all of you, that of course that there must be a freedom of expression, that the freedom of expression cannot be curtailed, come hell or high water. And for that, journalists will go to jail not only one time, but 100 times.
I think on charges of sedition, of course, and it was primarily done because we had published an article written by certain Joy Luwang, and I think that was basically a issue.
Joy Luwang?
We have no idea actually. Generally, we take certain articles who are written by unknown authors. Okay. We do take the articles, but to be very honest, I think the state found it objectionable, and that's what the state keep on saying. But eventually, they had to step 1 foot backward, and we also had to step 1 foot backward, but there was no point of negotiation at all. But I think it was basically a unilateral kind of a decision that they took. I think so far there are no conditions, but except for some certain thing that I think my colleague Paujil Chauba had signed kind of a sort of, I don't know whether we to call it undertaking or some sort of a thing. There is lots of difference between suppressing the freedom of expression and also difference between some objectionable matters. But if the state finds it objectionable, I think we should be careful about it. But as the merit of the article that we published, I still stand by our own decision that I think it was not as it was made out to be. I think it has its own analytical, by merit of the article, I mean, we are not sure about the author at all, but the merit of the article was, I think it was quite okay.